Hello there. Let's start the game. Level 1. Ready? Whoa, excellent. Try harder on the next one. Level 2. Ready? Whoa, excellent. Well done. You're ranking well. Level 3. Ready? Whoa, excellent. Well done. You're ranking well. Level 4. This is the final phase. Shoot the cup. Ready? Oh, great. Let's look at your overall ranking. Congratulations. You've ranked in. Enter your name.
So I've got a Namco Quick and Crash, nice little gallery shooting game in here that I'm it works, but gonna do a few things to it before it goes out on location. So I figured I'd document what I'm doing or trying to do. Namco hadn't supported these in a while, so you kind of have to figure out a lot of what you can on your own. We did find some sensors that work aftermarket sensors that work in here, which we looked for a long time. So this one actually has 3 new optic sensors in the 2 targets and the cup. When I played it yesterday, the display was working, but it was kind of being a little glitchy and a little weird. So I've got the display board out here, which you can see runs on its own special ROM, which I don't think anybody's dumped anything off of QNC, so I'm actually going to pull that ROM and dump it and make it available. But I'm just going to go through this little board here. Since there's no schematics on this game of any real detail, I went with my EDS 88A capacity ESR meter and looked at all of these caps and actually only found 2 that were a little out of spec. So I replaced these 2, but I left the rest alone. I just don't want to do more than I have to on a board that's not really well documented and difficult to find any parts for. So I also there's 2 capacitors here on the actual display itself. I did both of those as well. So I got all this put back together. I'm going to put it in the game, and hopefully some of that little, it was kind of a stutter of animation, almost like the data and address was just getting bogged down a little bit, and see if that corrected that. The other thing I'm going to do is, while I put that in, is this has screw lamps in it, sockets. And the one that I have in here is missing bulbs, but it's not a screw base. It's it's like a wedge base that just pops in. So I'm gonna, since I have that extra little display panel, just replace these 2 sockets since I have bulbs already there that look like they're in good shape. Gonna put this all back together and fire it up and make sure everything animation wise looks like it's running smoothly. And then we'll see what else it needs. Mainly just cleaning. I mean, really not a ton, but anything else I'll do, I'll go ahead and put on here. Since I had it on its back moving it, a lot of the cup pieces fell out on me, so I had to pull the back off. I figured I'd show you guys a little bit of how this is all just an optical illusion. So everything's mirrored here and is actually sitting flat down here, and the cup is not actually sitting back here. So if we come take a look at the back, here's your targets. There's one here, and there's one up here, and they move back and forth between these 2 motors and then are mirror projected back up. And the cup actually sits down here and is projected to look like it's up here. So how they do the optical illusion when the cup explodes, there's a solenoid right here that pops these pieces up. So when you hit the cup, there's another solenoid with a cover that covers the cup as this one pops the pieces up. So between the 2, when it covers up the one cup and pops those pieces up, it looks like the cup explodes. So it's a pretty neat little design how they did this. So I finally figured out what was causing the display glitching up here. And I am glad I replaced the 2 capacitors on the display board down here, because they were badly leaking on this one, all over the power down here. I did clean it up and replace, but this display here still isn't working, so the electrolyte could have just shorted something out in this, unfortunately, which is a shame. I have a feeling the driver board's probably okay. But anyway, this was the original one in here, and this one was swapped in since that one wasn't working. And I noticed that one had QC1 display ROM, and this one had QC3, and the CPU on this one is QC3, so this was a mismatch in ROMs. I swapped the QC3 out of that one into this one, and I'm not getting any more glitching. Game's working great, actually. I'm gonna put a new fluorescent tube up there, button that back all back down, and then it's gonna go out on location, and you guys can come and play it if you're in Lexington, North Carolina.